Hi, everybody. Good evening. You can see, I'm gonna take off my glasses because you can see my reflection of me in my glasses. Hi. So I decided to jump on here and do something solo. I know Sasha's been like really pulling the weight of this podcast. Like we've kind of um backed away from posting on Instagram and kind of being like super active and social on social media, but I feel like we've been having a lot to do, and like we have mentioned it in the last one, that we tend to not try to be super active on there because it's not super good for our mental health. Um, and it's just like I am so, and this is like probably why I do like why it's probably not very good for our mental health. And the reason like why maybe most of us should probably take a step back is because we like really should on ourselves. Like I'm I'm 36 and I feel like I should have been married and I probably maybe should have like more kids. But at the end of the day, like I had the chances to do all of that, but like I wasn't happy, my partner wasn't happy, so it just didn't work out at the end. Um, so like, but now I'm actually super happy like where I am in my life. And like I don't we didn't do anything by like the should book, I guess I should say. We didn't do anything by the should book. Like we got out of high school, we didn't go to college. We kind of dicked around with college a little bit, but we didn't go. We did do some classes. It wasn't like a full investment like a lot of our other friends that have degrees, but I don't know. Like I feel like and it could be totally wrong, but um I don't think I really knew myself and like what I wanted until honestly I had my daughter. Um so I did do college for a little bit. I didn't get a degree or anything until this last summer. Did I have like I finally got my associates in science. And then like I've been into cosmetology and aesthetics. I've done yoga. Like I have been like the gypsy of training the schools. And the reason why I didn't stick with anything, I did makeup for a little bit, and I didn't stick with any of that because my heart wasn't in it. Like, and a lot of these jobs that I did pick, it was always to help other people. Like I did yoga to like help people break away from stress and anxiety and just kind of get a healthier lifestyle. Um, and I did hair, did cosmetology and aesthetics. Like whenever I felt like I went to go see somebody, it's like because I was going through something. Like the only times that I've really done major hair changes is like when I was really going through something, or like I'm just, YOLO, let's do this. And that's usually hardly ever the case. And it's like usually when it's like an end to something, it's like when I really do my hair different. Other than that, like I'm still just basic. But so and aesthetics, like I grew up with really bad acne and I didn't have my skincare. And so like I wanted to do aesthetics so I can help people not, be able to grow up without having that um self-conscious. And I wanted to give people like a boost of confidence. And that's like what I really wanted to do. And I did do that for a little bit with makeup. I'm not a like work for myself type of person. I really like going to work and then coming home and like being able to relax and then yeah, I don't have to deal with like the business aspects of things. So that's why like I didn't stay with that. And then I had my daughter and I am working for a company that like I was like my goal at the time when I got that job was like I need health insurance. I need health insurance. Like I would like a 401k again. I would like some vacation time. I would like to be able to not go to work when I'm sick. I would like to work like regular hours because during makeup I wasn't working regular hours. Like it was like any days, which was fine. I I didn't mind that. Because I the only days I have off right now are Sundays. So I didn't mind any of that. But like I really wanted to like have like 8 hours a day because I was doing that. So when I went with this and then I got pregnant and then I had my daughter and then like since her, it's just like, you know what? I need to hustle and I need to do things for myself and I need to like not rely on like I'm no longer expecting like I, I was this is probably going to be all over the place. But I was sitting here getting ready to do my homework for the night and like my mind was just super scattered. So I'm kind of using a little bit of a venting diary because who knows? Uh, but I'm using YouTube as a diary at this moment. So I was always raised with like the idea, and I think my mom didn't really have, she worked, but and I think it's because like she was a single mom. So she was like, I still got to get my hustle on. So she worked, but she worked from home and she went to school for a little bit and she was a daycare. So she worked from home. So she was always home with us. I, where was I going with that? So my dad pretty much took care of my mom and he still really does. Like he really takes care of my mom. And so I like grew up with that. They're like, okay, like once I get a husband, then I'm going to like go finish my life. I'm gonna buy a house, I'm gonna have kids, I'm gonna do all this. And then like, so there was like the recession. It was like 2007. I was at a really good job then. And that's like when the market crashed and like the houses were just like cheap, cheap, cheap. And like you were able to buy them really easily, like for no money. It was nuts. So I didn't do that because I didn't have a partner. And I felt like you needed to do that with a partner. And I felt like if I did that, then I would be choosing the house for like me and my future person. And that like shouldn't have been the case at all. Like I should have just owned my own and like bought a damn house. Because now in California, like you have to like work. I think there's like 168 hours in a week. Like you'd have to work that on top of like donating a kidney, being a surrogate full time. Like you literally have to like bleed money to like buy a house in California. And like we kind of live in a desirable area in the Bay. Like, so we are really spoiled. Um, and like by being able to do that, like I just can be a nurse. And that kind of goes in hand in hand with like what I've been trying to do with my career ever since was to help people. And so I'm currently, as we all know, I've shared before because I'm absent a lot on here, is that I'm currently in school for like CNA. So if you don't know that, that's like a certified nursing assistant. Um, so I'm doing that. I know Sashi's kind of shared her journey, but she's kind of doing a little bit of the same thing. Um, we both have same and different end goals. Like we both want to be like an RN, but just different departments. But So we're going on our own journey. And that's like why we call it a work in progress, is because like we're both 36, at least I think we're 36. Like Sashi, please confirm how old we are because you keep track for us. Um, and we're like now barely figuring out life, and we're like noticing and realizing that this is common for us, is to kind of barely be figuring out life. And I say that because we are doing our best. And even at our age, like, and we're not even that old, but like, if we would have a baby, we would be like, I don't know, I'm gonna say geometric, but we're not geometric. We'd be, I don't know the word for if you have a baby in your 30s, but like we would be that. Like we are considered old because like our ovaries are like, like they're like on their way to retirement. But I mean, that shouldn't scare anybody. Like it's whatever, like our life is our life. And like 36 is not old. It's it's not old at all. And like we used our 20s to like really figure out life and like kind of figure out who we are. And like now we love who we are. And we're like we're still figuring it out. And we're like realizing that like a lot of people our age are just still figuring it out. Like I don't know. I get so tired of people being like, you should have done this or you should have done that. And like, I did everything that I wanted to do and I did everything that like I shouldn't have, I guess. Apparently, like I had my daughter and single from like basically the middle of my pregnancy, and I live I lived with my parents up until yesterday. And I had someone leave an engagement, and like I've had my story and it's my story, and it might not make sense or like it might not have looked the way that it was pictured by other people, but it's my story. And it's what makes you unique, is like having your own story and your own life. It's just what makes you unique and it makes you special. And I think that we just need to start embracing it and loving it and owning our story for what it is, regardless of the way we came about it. And even if you are a little bit of ashamed of your past, like it's your past and it's what made you who you are. And we're all pretty awesome at the end of the day. And we are all doing our best. And we are all just trying to figure it out. We are all literally still work in progress at the end of the day. And it should have probably have been both of us. But I feel like our podcast and like us talking about our life is kind of like normalizing things. Like um it's not all sunshine and rainbows, and it's really hard. And like I know that lately, like we've had heavy days, and the pools make it easy and it kind of lets us know where we're going. And that's why we do tarot and oracle pullings, because it's like kind of like you need this, like you need to, because I don't surrender and I don't take care of myself. Like I can get in a routine and I can start doing yoga and I can meditate and I can do all this, but like once like a wheel starts going on the track, then I'm just like and I crash. And that's where I have been. Like I overwork myself. I literally kill myself for nothing, but I work my ass off to support my daughter and I. And I'm really proud of myself. And I will continue to work my ass off until I'm a RN and I can bankroll us and just enjoy us. So I am giving up time and nights with my daughter so I can better serve her. There's a baby spider. Oh, you can see it. There's a baby spider. I hope I didn't kill him, but I didn't want him to be just making his bed right here. I have no idea. So I want to say we termited the house. I don't know what it's called when you put the tent on it for the termites. We did that to the house in June. We did that. It's now September, but I don't know if I need to bring a bug guy back. And this is part of like being a work in progress is that I don't know how to do any of this. So I don't know if like, and I don't know what if we get left comments. I should probably check that. But if you guys know like how to adult with like having a home, please let me know because I have no idea. Like, and I am just renting, but like, it's for my family. So I would like to learn how to do some stuff on my own. And I feel like this turned into like some really long rant. I have some really cool stuff that I figured out that I needed for school. I don't know if there's any nursing students that are, or people that are looking into going into like CNA school or CNA classes. I have been doing some things that are kind of helping me study. And I got some stuff that would kind of it does make traveling and carrying everything around a lot easier. I don't know if anybody would like to like see what I have in my school bag. I see that's like really popular on YouTube. A lot of people have that, but like I don't see a lot of CNA stuff, like nursing, like student type things. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. I will be more than happy to like show you what I have for school and where I got it. But yeah, I kind of just felt like I needed to like vent and be like, we are working our butts off and like I'm absent just because like I have to like take advantage of like nights and weekends to study and oh, and also on my daughter's school board, which is super exciting. So if you guys have any fundraising ideas, let me know because I'm in the fundraising chair. So I tend to take on a lot more than I can handle. I really hardly tell anybody no. Like today, Sasha went to brunch or breakfast with her other friend, and I had to tell her I can't. Like I told her last night that like, yeah, let me know. And then like just things happened this morning. And it's like it's not like things happened to where I couldn't go, but I just moved in last night. So my mom wanted to take me to go get some things that I needed. Like, and that's the only reason why. And so I was like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, you are making all the attempts to see me, and I'm just flaking. Um, but I just feel like time without my daughter, I have to maximize. And we did have one night where I didn't do anything. I didn't do school. Well, I didn't have school, but like it was just my friends, and it was amazing, and it was the biggest reset I needed. Um, so we'll have to do that again. I am thinking of doing a dinner with my friends at my house when I don't have kids next. But yeah, that's kind of like where I've been and what I've been doing. And you know what? Everyone is a work in progress. We're all working to be better. And this was like a big project for me. It was like moving and trying to figure out like moving. And now that I moved, I'm hoping to be on here a little bit more. I am still settling in, so I don't know how much I'll be with her this weekend or this week. We try to meet certain days, and it's always when I don't have my daughter. So right now, I kind of need to take advantage of that time and unpack, and I can do a little house tour if you guys are interested. Let us know like what you want us to talk about because we feel like we are pretty diverse and we have a lot like, and I don't know, and I feel like now that I'm not home, we can talk about more like of our past relationships and things like that because I want them to be so quiet. I'm kind of personal with that stuff, but I don't mind sharing. It's so weird. Like I'm personal with that stuff with my parents, but I don't mind sharing it on the internet. I don't know. Just because I feel like people need to hear. We, anyways. I'm. This is gonna be forever if I just keep rambling. Uh, so just let us know what you would like to hear us talk about because we've probably experienced it, or we know somebody who's experienced it, and we've just kind of secondhand experienced it. But yeah, thanks for listening and cheers to you guys. We really appreciate the listeners that we do have. If you'd like to subscribe to us, we would really appreciate that too. I know like Sashi is the best ball of energy and she's insanely funny. Um, she makes me laugh constantly on here whenever I listen to her. So anyways, we appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching us. And let us know if there's anything you want us to talk about or show you or whatever. I know that now that I'm here, we could totally podcast together. So thanks. And you guys have a good night or a good day or whenever you guys watch this, whatever time of day it is. And we will see you guys soon. Bye.